bugungi tadbirda sizlar uchun manfaatli bilimlar bo'ladi deb o'ylaymiz.
Tajribali ustiga qurilgan shaxsiy brend bu sizlarga kelajakda ham komfort bilan yashashingizga yordam beradi.
Hurmat bilan keyingi speakerimizni tanishtiraman. Head of IT Community in Uzbekistan. Avvallari Microsoft bilan hamkorlikda ishlaganlar. Shavkat Karimov, marhamat, kutib oling.
Assalomu alaykum, yaxshimisizlar? Okay, guys, I will speak English. If you know me, okay, who understands English? Kim ingliz tilini tushunadi? Почти hamma.
Almost everyone.
Almost everyone, okay, so no translation needed. Very cool, I love it. Welcome to Uzbekistan. Okay.
I can still translate if anyone does not understand.
So they gave me like 20 minutes limit, so I'll go fast. Let me see if I see my volunteers here. Who is volunteer at IT? Oh, here you go. The Mafia. So we call them the Mafia, the PDP Mafia at IT community of Uzbekistan. And Roman is my personal assistant as well. All right, so welcome, girls. Here you go, good to see you. No, only girls. Where are the guys? Where's some guys? Oh, yeah, here you go. Here you go. Yeah, I remember you. All right. Okay, so very dramatic. So today's topic is the future of AI. Okay, future of artificial intelligence, Intellekt. This is me. If you don't know me, I'm head of IT community of Uzbekistan, founder of Pulse Survey, Pulse Oпрос in Russian, and edited the Educational Center. And also I'm investor at Yotor, vice president at Bolt previously, and also head of ICO previously for 3 years at Microsoft. Microsoft is the #1 company in the world, $3 trillion valuation, not Apple, but Microsoft. I didn't live in Uzbekistan for 25 years, so that's why I speak English mostly. And I speak publicly. Obviously, I teach, I mentor, I invest. These are the topics I'm speaking mostly. And this is my contact information, shavkat@shavkat.com, if you want to get in touch, okay? Let's do it. So, Stephen Hawking, everybody knows Stephen Hawking, right? The guy in the wheelchair. He's gone, unfortunately, but very, very smart person. So he once told a story. They have invented a super powerful, very, very smart machine, the computer. And the question they ask this machine is this: is there God? Is there God? So the machine answered, now there is. And then switch off the plug so you could never, lighten the plug so you could never switch it off. So it's not a true story, okay? So it's just made up. But, a ball of lightning. But this is scary, right? What AI can be, potentially. Very, very dangerous. So right now, we are standing in front of a new technological breakthrough. A lot of new things. You guys all use ChatGPT, right? Midjourney probably. Now, just as of 2 days ago, there's ChatGPT 4.0, right? Omni version, very fast, like extremely fast. I like it so far. Reasoning is better, a lot of better capabilities. So now, all of these cool words, right? Grok from our favorite friend, Elon Musk, DeepMind, DeepFake, AI is now in Darknet as well, which is very, very dangerous. All of these cool words, everything is happening right now. Claude 3 is super powerful. Amazon just bought them not so long ago, a few months ago, for $4 billion, right? So a lot of things are happening right now in the world of AI. Question for you guys, what does AI and you guys, the students, have in common? Learning, very cool. Yeah, you're studying together, right? AI is learning, you are learning. That's true, yep. You both study. You're being asked to study better, right? Same for AI. We want to make sure it's improving, and you are given less time and resources. But unlike you, AI doesn't complain, right? So this is a little advantage. Now, what can AI do today? A lot of things, right? Give answers, create pictures, videos, music, write code, animation, break passwords, a lot of things. It can even create jokes. So here's one joke. Hey, Bahrom, come back to work for us. And Bahram responds like, hey guys, you just fired me. You hired the monkey with ChatGPT. So why you want to get me back to work? Well, that monkey is now a leader. So a new lead. So come back, we need a programmer, right? A coder. So basically that's the story. All right, so, but it doesn't have a good sense of humor. I've tried it multiple times, no, it doesn't work. It's still not there yet, unfortunately. But it can create memes. You know, there's a website, supermeme.ai. If you go there, you can type anything in Uzbek, Russian, English, doesn't matter, 85 languages. It will create multiple memes, a lot of funny images with text. Another thing it can do, I don't think it's gonna work, but there's a text here, Uzbekistan is the most beautiful country in the world. Oh yeah, it works. It's hard to hear though. But basically, she thinks that Uzbekistan is the most beautiful country in the world. That's Refusion, but there's now Suno. You've tried Suno probably, right? Suno AI. There's Udio. There are multiple tools with exact voice of a human and music in any style, music style, like Uzbek Makom plus hip hop. It can create beautiful music, right? With voice, with music, with any genre. So these are the things it can do. Let's play a game with images. I'll show you two different images, this and that. Who thinks that this is AI? One of them is AI, one is humans. Who thinks this is AI? Raise your hand. Okay, a few, not many people actually. Who thinks that is AI? Okay, majority of you. You're right. So far so good. A little bit. Gotta work on your skills now. All right, let's do this one. Who thinks this is AI? Raise your hand. Okay, again, not so many people. And so majority thinks this is AI, okay. Guys, you're good, all right. Now, who thinks this is AI? Not so many people, and that's, again, majority. Take a look at this girl, blonde girl, closely. Do this with your eyes, narrow your eyes. You will see a big face. Right? You see big face? No? Yeah? Yeah. So that's AI, you're right. And finally, who thinks this is AI? Okay, some people. Who thinks this is AI? Okay, bad news for you guys. They're both AI. All right. So you've noticed that every single time there was some people who thought there was AI when it wasn't AI, and vice versa. So we can't see which is AI, which is humans already. And it's getting better and better. Some images are completely impossible to distinguish, especially videos now, right? With Sora coming in fall. Now, question for you. What is the best time to start learning AI, using AI? Right now, right? Yeah, no, it was a long time ago. It was over a year ago when ChatGPT 3.5 came out. Remember November 2022, I think. So the next best time is now, you're right, actually. What age has come? The age of AI. Now, we all will have to deal with it. That's 100%. Nobody will escape AI. So you'll have to learn it like everybody knows how to use phone right now, right? So it's going to be the same thing. You all will learn it. It's going to be very easy for you, prompting and stuff. Well, at one point, it will develop so much that we'll have to coexist with AI, with machines. And we'll talk about it today real quick. So why are so many AI tools available for free today? Why? Mehribon. They are learning that way, right? Yeah. Because we give hundreds, millions of people, give billions of prompts, right? And then prompts are quick tasks for AI, right? Any task, prompting. And this is how it learns fast, right? So we're basically building an enemy by ourselves. This is the stupidity of human beings, right? So, but what can we do? Now, let me explain. I was a bit too early. Let me explain how it works, because I understand it. There are actually two neural networks, like in human brain, right? Two parts. One network always generates answers. Another network always criticizes the first one. They do it multiple iterations, a lot of iterations actually, thousands of iterations, very quickly. So in the end, you see a pretty decent answer. That's because there were multiple iterations. One was generating, another was criticizing. When the answer is close to the right one, the neural connection, the neural link strengthens. When it's not that great, it weakens, right? So it becomes either stronger or weaker. So that's how it works. That's how it works. LLM, large language models, it's basically adding words, right? Imagine you're reading a book, so you see 4 words and then you don't see number 5. You open it up and you see a new meaning for the sentence. Then you open number 6, number 7, and the meaning changes based on the next word. And it's random, it's not always 100% probability. So more or less this is how it works, right? 2 neural networks working together and then LLM, large language models. This is basically what I've just said, so you don't have to read it. Now, levels of AI. There are 3 levels. Weak AI, this 1%. It's Alisa, Alexa, Mukhlisa. You know Mukhlisa from Uzinfocom. Mohira is there as well. Our Uzbek language assistants, personal assistants now. But they can do one task, right? Tesla navigation, Yandex navigation, it's all weak AI. Then strong AI is like us, right? AGI level, where you can do multiple things. We're getting close and maybe even to our level, human level. So that's 10%. And then 1,000,000% is called ASI, artificial super intelligence. So that's like huge, huge, huge. We'll talk about it today. So 1% at any given task is like 1,000,000% for us because, you know, ChatGPT can speak 85 languages, can do a lot of things. So very, very powerful. How productive is it? Well, this guy, Samit Shah from India, has e-commerce, hey kids, has e-commerce business, right? Chat, basically, chat support. He fired 90% of his people, 90% just lost jobs with families and everything. Because, you know, his chat based on ChatGPT does things instantly when for his people it takes an average 1 minute 44 seconds, right, to respond. And then it reduced by 98%, right, the interaction with the chatbot. So this is happening already. People are losing jobs. How creative is it? There was a scandal with this photo. Yep, this one. German photographer got an award at Sony World Photography Awards, big contest. And actual photographers, really professional people, lost to this. And that's Dell E2, Dell E2, right? It's not 3 yet. Now Dell E3 is available at OpenAI. So that's, you know, how creative it is. We're losing here as well. Now, how precise is it? So muffins, I call it, you know, mopsy keksy in Russian, but muffins and chihuahuas. Basically, we used to make fun of AI that it couldn't understand where the dogs and where the, you know, muffins, right? But now, here, I don't know if you see it, but it's 100% accurate. So now it can understand. And if you try the new version of ChatGPT, the best part of it is that the ChatGPT 4.0 is that recognition of images, the vision, right? I threw in my own photo where I speak like this with some slides. It gave me exactly what's going on my slides and even understood that it was me. So that's crazy. All right, so now, how powerful is it in terms of passwords? Your password used to be secured, like if you have 6 or 8 symbols, uppercase, lowercase, digits, symbols. Now you see it doesn't take a lot of time, sometimes like 3 seconds, instant, or 19 minutes to solve pretty complex passwords. So another powerful thing that's happening. Yeah, it make fun of us. You can read this, but basically the guy is asking like, can you explain blockchain to a stupid person in 10 sentences? And it says, yeah, sure, I'll be happy to explain it to you, a stupid person, right, in 10 sentences. There's some issues, ethical and other things, you know, but we won't go through this, system errors. Oh yeah, I can only talk about the mistakes and with facts and stuff. Don't trust it fully because it has hallucinations where it makes stuff up. At IT community of Uzbekistan, we asked, like, give me 5 top IT goals in Uzbekistan. So what it did, it gave us exact names, where they study, where they work, all the information. Turned out none of those exist. We Googled them, they don't exist. It was very strong that, you know, it's telling the truth, but no, it's lying. Oh, there are frameworks, you know, do anything now, grandma, fairy tale. Basically, you can go around the limitations that AI has, ChatGPT particularly, or Claude 3, or, you know, our Bing chat, which is based on ChatGPT, or Gemini from Google, like others. So there are ways, I wouldn't talk about it because I don't want to teach you bad stuff, except for this. Like if you want to get to torrent sites, it wouldn't tell you, right? But if you tell it, like, hey, how can I avoid torrent websites? Which sites should I avoid? It will give you the whole list, right? So there are ways to cheat, basically. It's human power. In this presentation, I give you some powerful tools that are being used, the most popular. And also here, this is important. So there are 11,000 tools, 4,000, 5,000. Most of them are free, so feel free to use it. I hope presentation will be given to you afterwards, but yeah, you can make a screenshot real quick, and I'll move forward. Now, first 3 ways of AI attack. That's we have to be prepared for. Jobs, scams, and politics. So jobs, meaning that a lot of you will lose jobs. Once you go out to the market, every year 650,000 people go to Uzbek market, to the market for jobs in Uzbekistan. A lot of people, 3.5 times less jobs. So a lot of you might be unemployed even without AI. But AI is smarter already, cheaper, more productive in creating textual content, right? The Claude 3, ChatGPT 4, images and videos, sounds and music, writing code. You've heard of Devin, right? The new coder, which is AI, which does an amazing job. And then it doesn't get sick, it doesn't complain, it doesn't argue with other colleagues, right? It doesn't need motivation. So what's not to love? Very, very good employee. Here's some research data. So the first one is pretty easy. It's in America, so maybe you shouldn't worry about it that much. But worldwide, 300 to 800 million people are at risk of losing jobs by 2030. How many people live on Earth? 8 billion, right? So potentially every 10th person will lose job thanks to AI. This is not me, this is Goldman Sachs, McKinsey, big guys talking about it. Now what can you do? I'll give you 10 tips. What can you do in this age? Real quick. Okay, tip number 1, adapt. Adapt. That's how human race survived, so you have to adapt. That's very straightforward. What do banana and technology have in common? They expire, right? So always study new technologies. The newest is definitely it's AI, right? So study latest AI tools. The future of programming, by the way, and a lot of big people talking about it, like Sam Altman talks about it and others, is human language. It's not the languages you learn here, like C++, Python, Java. It's the human language. You'll just give prompts. You just tell it, create a table, write code, create a website, create software, create a game, application. So that's how it's going to be. The main skill of our time is prompting. So prompt creation, prompt engineering, different things, but it's prompting, right? I wouldn't go too deep into this, just learn prompting. There are tons of free tools available, free learning materials. OpenAI gives free video course on prompting. Please learn it. It's the future. Learn prompting. The next advice, also, it's not the replacement yet, right? Don't make sure that AI writes your work, your coursework for you. It's a good assistant. It's not yet a replacement, okay? So make sure of that. Now, the question for you, main skill at any time, ever. What is the main skill? Learning, yeah, you're right, yeah. So learning how to learn, right? Learn to learn. So the best skill is the skill to get skills. Like if you have that skill, you can learn anything, basically. So basically learn to learn. Right, next advice, number 5, get into one extra field. If you are an engineer, let's say you're a software engineer, and you're really good at agriculture, right? So then you're pretty safe, because AI wouldn't enter 2 fields at the same time. It would try to enter one by one, so you'll have more chances to survive if you know 2 different things, like law and economics, right? Engineering and agriculture. Advice number 6, start your own business or go freelance. Now, everything I've talked about is your friend, not your enemy. Because now you can save a lot of money by not hiring people, but using the tools, right? So why not? So freelancing especially is awesome because in Uzbekistan, the cost of living is not that high, but to make like $500 on Upwork per month is not that hard. Many people do that. So you can do that as well. And then use AI tools to really scale, right? So that's going to be easy for you. Advice number 7, improve your EQ, emotional intelligence, right? Quotient, and soft skills. Leadership, communication, public speaking, teaching. So that's gonna help you a lot. Next advice, build your personal brand. That's very important. Like a lot of folks on the first row have the personal brand, looks like. I do have it, but you know, it's boring to hear machine's story. There's no story actually for the machine. But it's very interesting to hear human story, right? What you went through, all the troubles, how you got to your success, and things like that. Network, tanish bilish, is first Uzbek word for today. And assalamu alaikum, two Uzbek phrases. Network, tanish bilish is important, build connections. Okay, and last advice, last but not least, from Elon Musk, be as useful as possible to the society, right? To the rest of the society. That's gonna solve a lot of problems, because if you are mission driven, nothing will stop you. No AI, no nothing. So that's a good advice from Elon Musk. All right, so second wave is scam, DeepFake, right? What do? It would be very hard or impossible. You saw it on today's, the images, right? Hard or impossible to distinguish truth from lies, right? What do? You don't trust anyone. You develop critical thinking. You don't trust anything right away. Always check for facts. Validate everything for accuracy. This is very important because, a mother has a call from her child saying, hey, mom, can you drop some money to my, to this phone of my friend because, I lost my money or something like that. And she says, like, this is my son. I could almost believe it, but he was standing in front of me. So it's definitely not him calling me. So things like that are happening already, even in Uzbekistan right now. So be careful. Don't trust anything. All right? That's AI. Now, politics, this is fast. I'll just say that, whoever develops first AGI will probably rule the world. And it's going to be either China, Russia, or America, United States. Other countries are a bit too far behind from these three, unfortunately. So what can we do? Well, we have to agree. We have to finally get along, no more wars or conflicts. We have to understand that we are one human nation, right? We have one common enemy basically right now, which is AI. It's a friend as well, depends on how you treat it and how it would treat us. Now, but there's something more. And now I'm getting to the actual future of AI topic real quick. What is the difference between these 4 creatures? The ant, the chicken, the monkey, and human. It looks like me. All right? What is it? What's the difference? Intelligence. Yeah. Have you been here? Like, maybe you see my volunteers are very smart. Okay, yeah, by the way, join IT community of Uzbekistan as a community, and also if you want to be part of our volunteering team, we have 287 people right now, right? Like almost 300 people. Very cool team. Everybody speaks English, so that would be great. But you're right, it's intelligence, right? The difference is in their intelligence levels. So this is the ladder, right? So ant is somewhere here and so on. If you notice, like chimpanzee and I, it's just like 2 steps apart. And there's chimpanzee actually, right? Chimpanzee, right, has only 1% difference in our DNA. Humans and chimpanzees, the monkeys, just 1%. Some other monkeys, 2% difference. But the actual difference is huge, right? If a monkey sits here, he or she wouldn't understand anything, right? It wouldn't understand a single word because they're just not smart enough as humans. But in the ladder of overall intelligence, it's not that far. Where would ASI stand on this? Not AI, but ASI, like super intelligence. Over there. This is us. All 4 of us. All biological creatures, right? So that's the biggest threat to humankind. When do you think AI will reach AGI? AGI is our level, not super AI, but AGI. So who thinks it's already at our level? Raise your hand. Oh, nobody thinks so. Well, it's a smart audience. Who thinks it's going to happen before 2050? Okay, just like a couple people, okay? Before 2250. More people, all right? After 2500, really long time from now. Nobody. Who thinks it would never happen? All right, you guys, I have some bad news for you. And it's not me. It's the experts. The experts think, Ray Kurzweil, Harari, Elon Musk, Steve Wozniak, many Sam Altman, many big names who work with AI on a daily basis, who analyze it. They are the experts worldwide. They think it's before 2040. It's not some crazy talk. It's not sci-fi. You'll be sitting like this in the front row when it's all going to happen. Very soon. 16 years, if you think about it. Very soon. Okay, so that's what they think. 2040 is for AGI, and then only 20 years later ASI, because it's going to grow exponentially. It's not going to be like linear growth like our evolutional growth of humans. So now my own forecast is even more dramatic. I think it's going to take less, 6 to 10 years. I'll tell you why. So here's why. Two reasons. The history of humankind is always increasing progressively, right? It's progressing. And the stronger AI becomes, the faster it is, the stronger it becomes, it learns faster, and so on. So it's like it's mutually dependent. So here's the first one. In the first 10,000 years, almost no development. Humans didn't do nothing, right? They just like maybe created the fire, the wheel, nothing much, right? The last 1,000 years, some slow developments. Some things were created, some buildings and stuff. Last 100 years, a lot of stuff, right? Industrial revolution, internet, electricity, a lot of cool things happen. Now, the next 10 years is going to be like lightning speed, basically, at huge speed. And super speed is the next year after these 10 years. So this is called exponential progression, right? It takes less time now to develop more than it used to be. So that's one of the first reason. Right, exponential growth looks like that. This is where I just show you my amazing PowerPoint skills. But, you know, yeah, you don't want to see it. So human performance, this is different. This is performance. Right? Computer performance versus human performance. This is just to show you what linear growth and exponential growth look like, the difference, a huge difference. So at one point, humans will become so smart that we'll create super intelligence. And then the growth is going to look like that. It's not even like this, but it's going to just go up. Crazy fast. So what will happen next? Well, this will happen. Singularity. What is singularity? Who knows? Yes. What is it? You don't know. Okay, I thought you raised your hand. Nobody knows? Singularity. Okay. So singularity is the point of time in human history where we don't understand what's going on, we can't control it, and we can't reverse it. Point of no return. Okay? We don't understand it, we can't control it, we can't reverse it. So that's what technological singularity is. Because there's mathematical singularity, there's cosmic singularity, there's philosophical singularity. We're only talking about technological singularity. So basically this, right? Out of control, irreversible, impossible to comprehend, to understand. Now, why would it happen? Well, this is why. Remember? There's just difference in intelligence. We wouldn't understand what's good, what's bad for that thing that we're creating. Unfortunately, it's going to be very difficult for us. It's going to be very similar to an ant trying to understand how neural networks work. We're going to be at that level compared to the development of ASI. Okay, so what would happen to humans? I'll tell you real quick. It's going to be either total extinction, will disappear as human race, or immortality, will live forever. Surprisingly, the experts think the normal scenarios are very less likely, in the middle. Either it's going to be very good or very bad. That's what experts say. Okay, so most of them think will disappear. Yeah, bad news. But I disagree a little bit here. I have some hope because I'm from Uzbekistan. We have sun, right? We're more optimistic, positive people. I'll tell you why I think so. Because in my opinion, evil is primitive and kindness is complex, right? Kindness is more complex as for intelligence to get to, right? To be kind, it takes some development of your soul, of your brain, of everything, of your human nature. So that's one of the reasons. And if that happens, we'll have a lot of problems resolved. And it's happening right now, especially in medical field. AI is helping a lot right now, right? Lack of resources, all diseases, all the wars and conflicts, everything is going to be resolved. The climate issues, global warming, all of these problems will be resolved. And then superintelligence, in my opinion, might even mean love, like a big meaning of it. So, because it's highest manifestation of life, love. All right, so this is why I have hope. And so first of all, conclusion, right? You want it, you don't want it, doesn't matter. You will have to deal with AI. It's coming, it's here, it's not going anywhere unless we kill ourselves with some nuclear war or something like that. But if everything goes like it does right now, the trend continues, we'll have to live with it. So learn how to deal with it. If you want to really, really simplify everything, I have one solution for you. It's called ChatGPT. Yeah, everything you ask, it will just say meow, 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 meow. Are you better than ChatGPT 4? Meow, 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 meow. So that's super simple. You don't have to worry about anything after that. Now, all the images were created by Midjourney, by AI, basically. Join IT community of Uzbekistan, a bit of advertising, but we do everything for free. My entire team works for free. I work for free. It's all for you. Everything we do is free for you. We don't do any commercial projects at all. So, yeah, if you want to join, it's now almost 300 people. If you want to join our team, feel free. But also presentation will be given. And no, selfie is not needed. If you have any questions, feel free to ask, but I'm done. Thank you.
Thank you very much. Do you have time for the questions? Any questions? Even in Uzbek, you are welcome because I'm
Uzbek
here
is
to
fine,
help
I understand. I'm like a dog. I understand everything, just don't speak.
Good.
Yeah. Here you go. Here's the guy.
Hello, my name is Abbas. I'm from Uzbekistan, second course of software development, and I have a question. So I want to create a application with AI, but I don't know what I need to focus on. For example, can you give your advices or something, skills?
Yeah, so if you want to create an app, so I'm not an engineer, okay? I can't program, so my advice is going to be terrible. But as far as I understand, right, it's very hard to build your own neural networks and train them, right? It's possible, and some people do it in Uzbekistan, but it's easier for you at your level without a lot of investments to use OpenAI API, right? Now, just as of 2 days ago, it became twice cheaper, and I think 4 times faster. So you can use more tokens with the same money, right? I know like Roman is using that, right? He's building some bots on Telegram. A lot of our folks are using that. So yeah, use APIs just to understand how things work, how to use, particularly textual content, right? If you do something with visual, there are other providers like Midjourney. I don't know if Midjourney has open API. I don't think so. I've never heard of it. But OpenAI does provide with this stuff. And now Meta came up with open source solution for AI that you can use freely, right? It's on GitHub. A lot of things are available on GitHub. So just go there and use that code. Okay, so, and learn prompting. The future is not going to be writing code. I'm telling you, it's going to be just telling with your own language what to do to the tools. They will do it. Prompting. Thanks for the question. Very cool. That's it? Oh, there are 2 guys over there.
Hello.
Hello.
My question is that I want to create startup projects based on integrating web applications with artificial intelligence. So my question is that, is there any kind of technologies which you have to learn apart from technologies that is related to artificial intelligence like data science or data analytics? Can you give a short introduction about what kind of things should we care about?
Okay, so again, I'm not an engineer, so I'm not the right guy. But basically, data science, let me tell you about something about data science, right? There's a startup in America which turned queries into just the humanized queries, basically. You can write like, I need from this database, from this huge amount of data, this type of data, with your just normal language. It will convert it into query, like for MySQL, for instance, the database, right? And give you the data. And then you can say, okay, I see it, but I don't like it, change it to this and that. Even ChatGPT can do some things like that already. So again, it's gonna be the normal language. When you're prompting, why I'm telling you learn prompting? Because it's not that easy as it sounds. Like you all use ChatGPT, right? And most of you actually suck at ChatGPT because your prompts are very short, right? You just say, hey, write this, create this, analyze that, summarize this. This is terrible. The actual prompt looks like that. It's super, super long, right? You need to give it a role. You need to specify the tone, the format in the end. Give a very precise task. Maybe break it down by steps. Make sure you give multiple iterations. You give feedback to ChatGPT, Claude, Gemini, whatever tool you're using, right? That will help you. So that's the future. Today, obviously, and also I'm not against programming in general, coding, because coding helps you understand the fundamentals, right? Like the architecture, like big things, right? So it's good that you're learning these kind of things. But for your startup, and also business and IT are two different things. In business, I don't teach business, even though I'm an entrepreneur, because I don't know how to teach that. I think it's luck and hard work. Like all things that you know about business, like product market fit, all this crap. It's like everybody knows that, but not everybody is successful business entrepreneur, right? So hard work and luck. But again, the future of AI is in prompting, and even if you will be able to develop tools through your words as well, right? So that's why they say so many people will lose. Programmers at the first row of losing jobs as well. Right? It's not just office workers like copywriters, digital marketers, designers. It's also our IT folks as well. So sorry, I can't give you like more precise advice, but I hope that was useful. Do we have time for more questions?
Good afternoon, Mr. Shavkat. What do you think?
Okay,
can
one
we,
last time.
What do you think? Can we achieve utopia with AI?
Yeah, we will. I mean, the whole AI thing is kind of utopia, but it's utopia that became real, right? So it's absurd. But basically, it sounds like some sci-fi, something that is not going to happen. But then, before people thought, okay, machines will almost never pass the Turing test. You know the Turing test, right? If you talk to a machine on the other side, and if you understand that it's not a human being, because if you ask questions, it's not reasoning well, it's not talking to you directly. Just yesterday, I saw the demo of this ChatGPT 4.0. That's crazy. It's emotional. It gives you emotions. It can cry. It can laugh with you. And then they said that this is what we have humans, emotions and feelings, right? It can mimic it easily now. So that utopia becoming reality right now, our reality. So yeah, it's coming 100%. I have no doubt about it. Whoever tells you it's not coming, they have no idea. And it's going to be ugly. It's going to be dangerous. That's why I'm giving you all this information. Be ready. Big things are coming. It's going to change a lot of things. Every single part of our life is going to be changed. All right? Thank you so much.
Thank you very much. And thank you too.